And there you go. Everything works as it should. And now all we gotta do now is not only get the villagers, but also optimize them. What's up, my roomies, and welcome back to the technical guide to Minecraft. And today we're going to be optimizing some villagers, also known as curing villagers for optimal trades. Let's go head over to the Core Testing Center and I'll teach you exactly what that involves. Welcome to Core, where safety is a concern. Today we're going to be going over villager optimization, also known as villager curing. Now the reason why you would want to zombify a villager and then cure it is because you get discounts from the things they trade. So let's take, for example, Mike over here. Hi Mike. Now Mike can give us 1 emerald for 3 gold bars, which I think is kind of a rip, but there is a way to make that trade more beneficial to us by first converting this villager into a zombie and then curing Mike back to a regular villager. Now I should note, the chances of zombification varies between game difficulty or if you have data packs. On hard mode, it's 100% conversion. On normal mode, it's 50% conversion. On easy mode, it's 0. Be wary of the game difficulty because most servers will have it on normal mode. The RCNSP has it on hard mode. So villager conversion is not an issue for me, but you might want to be aware of that. So we take Mike over here and we just move him back into the zombie. The zombie will then hit Mike and then convert him. And lo and behold, Mike is now a zombie. Now, in order to cure Mike here, they have to have the effect of weakness on them. There are 2 ways to give Mike weakness. One is, of course, with a splash potion. The splash potion, you give Mike weakness. Alternatively, and what we did on the technical guide, is that you could also hit them with an arrow of weakness, which Fletchers can sell. So you shoot them, it's the same effect. Now, when they are affected with weakness, what you gotta do now is just tap them with a golden apple. And the conversion process back to becoming a villager begins. And that's really all there is to it. Well, not exactly. See, this whole process, when you don't automate it, can become very, very time consuming. And honestly, can become very, very tedious. Now in the season 1, you've actually seen me do this method over in the villager chasm. But this season, we're gonna make it a little bit more automated, a little less annoying, and overall just make it better. Now that Mike's cured, we can go check his trades, and you could even see now that the gold ingot now only sells for 1. Now, of course, this is still way too much in my opinion. We should be getting a lot more emeralds for that, but we have reduced the trade down to 1, as opposed to the 3 that we had before. It is incredibly easy and worthwhile because you can get power-ups to your equipments really cheap, and we're going to be using this in order to power ourselves up one more time. Now, over here, we have sort of a basic way to make this more automated. Over here, we have Mike, and Mike right now is on top of a rail in a V formation. When you power this rail, it'll send him to the other side. Using the same rail mechanics as before, this zombie, even though that they could technically go up and down, won't actually touch the rail because mobs don't touch rails for one reason or another, which I think was a great addition to Minecraft. We'll send Mike over here, and what'll happen is that it'll become in hitting distance of the zombie. The zombie will then hit Mike over and over again until it becomes a zombie. And there we go. Now all we gotta do is send them back. Now you gotta use a little bit of imagination here because where we're gonna send them really depends on where we're gonna heal him, because we don't want to heal Mike in front of the zombie, because if you start doing that, the zombie will actually start attacking Mike. So we want to get him away from the zombie and in a different spot. That way we can get another villager in and heal them after we zombify them, of course. All we gotta do now is press the button again. Mike gets sent back, shoot the arrow of weakness on him, and we cure him. And that's the principles of villager optimization, also known as villager curing. Alright, now that we are done with the explanation, let's show you how this more or less works. Let's send this villager over into the zombification chamber. And before we get into zombifying, let's go get ourselves a bow, some arrows. Actually, let's just get 64 and then convert them over to arrows of weakness. So how this is going to work is that we're going to pop open this villager and then have this villager get caught with the minecart. So knock this up. Launch this. Oh. I really don't need you to die right now. That would make me so sad. Launch. Any luck? It should now be getting hit by the zombie villager, which it is. And now it's converted over to a villager. Wonderful. Let's reset this back to its original orientation. And now we're going to move the villager over to the chamber. So let's send this one right over here. here. I'm just gonna set it up just like this for now. So the shulker box has everything that we'll need. Some apples, a lot of gold blocks from the gold farm, some extra twigs just in case we need to get more emeralds, and a crafting table to craft up the golden apples. Kind of just want to jump down that hole, but I'm gonna just die again and lose everything, so I'm not gonna chance it. Quick interruption. I know that only 10% of you actually subscribe to this channel. Watching this long, I must be doing something right, so if you like this video, hit that like button and please subscribe to this channel. Any support helps and these videos take a bit long to make. Thank you so much, and back to the video. So, like in the Core Testing Center, we're gonna go in here and just hit them with the weakness arrow and then feed it. There we go. And now that villager is healing. And we're gonna just keep doing this over and over again until we fill out the trading hall. Now that we've gotten all that out of the way, I'm going to show you how we're going to move the villagers into place. So first things first, I'm going to teach you how we're going to get this villager into its position. So when we go over to the end, they'll land on top of this spruce block, which you'll see once it loads in. Yep, there it is, being pushed in by this sticky piston. Sticky piston retract, the minecart will fall down, and then we just push it into place. And then when we're ready to launch it, and they'll go into the place where I've already designated them. And here's a sign. Special thanking to creative builders that gave me the idea of how to decorate this place. And where we're going to place this villager is right up here. So let's climb up real quick and nab this. Place it back down. Well, it's kind of hard to see, and that's on purpose. But you can see, like, right there, right, just barely there, that the cauldron's up as compared to the other ones. This indicates that this is ready for a villager to come back down into. So let's bring over the villager. Make sure that that's extended. Go through over here. Let's go launch this villager over into place. And then all we gotta do is unpower. Villager will fall. The repower. Villager's now in place. And now all we gotta do now is activate the powered rail that's right underneath this thing. Villager's now gone. We'll meet them back up on the other side. Villager's gonna come over and get that workstation. Yeah, particles, meaning that this is now tied to this workstation. And that's really all we're gonna do. So let's get started. So we got our first set of villagers in place. Now some of the astute may notice that I killed some villagers. And the reason for this is that some villagers' trades are not really quite ideal. And sometimes you need to just mulligan it by replacing it, so to speak. That's why during the replay and during the future replay, you'll see me occasionally kill villagers. In the end of the day, these villagers are going to be the ones that we're going to use forever. And so we need to make sure that these villagers are up to snuff. After much work, we only have the librarians left. And I say only knowing that this is going to take the longest amount of time. So, whew. Now, librarians are unique in that you get to re-roll for a specific thing that you're looking for. In this case, we're going to try to look for piercing 4. And yeah, let's see how long it takes. And I'll fast forward it and you can see in real time how long it really takes. Let's begin. So obviously this is not piercing, but what you can do is then delete this and roll again. And we're going to keep doing this over and over again until we get piercing 4. And that's really all there is to it. This is my life for however long this game wants to hold piercing 4 away from me. Oh my god, we got it. Oh, it only took 5 minutes. Oh, that's so lucky. So we've noticed that the book is selling for 29. What we can do is actually optimize him further by sending him back to the zombie. Now, does that seem kind of unethical? Yeah. So we're gonna send him back to get re-zombified. Okay, and we're gonna send him back, cure him, and drive his price down back to 1 emerald. And that's how we're gonna get all the different enchantments that we need for the trading hall. Okay, and the last one is finally in. We have a full villager hall. Oh boy, this always takes so long, but we finally did it. We made the entire villager trading hall with optimized trades, unlimited, and completely breaking the game's worth of enchantments. But there's still one thing that's even better than this. And this is where we're gonna get to more theoretical side of Minecraft. Now, we're gonna get God Armor. And welcome to the 1.14 world, also known as the God Armor world.